Is it recording on here as well? Perfect. We are going live, guys. Hold up. 1, 2, 3. Still. Come on. Let's do this. There we go. We are now live, guys. Welcome back, guys. It is the Brothers Geek Out podcast, episode 349. 349. Man, that's massive. How's it going, bro? You all right?
Yeah, I'm good, bro. Good. Just got home. We were out in a little village called Hatta in Dubai. It's like an hour and 15-minute drive, but just in the mountains, bro. It was beautiful. Great to be away from this city and whatnot, the madness of Dubai. Just got to some peaceful mountains, done some hiking, had some good food, and just saw some cultural stuff out there. But I'm a mountain guy, man. I love the views of mountains. Mountains to me are just like, I don't know, they just look so powerful. They have massive presence. But then they also have a place of zen. They're so still, you know what I mean? So I'm a mountain guy. I love that stuff, man. I just feel very peaceful out there. So yeah, it was nice, man. Nice to just kind of explore a bit of Dubai. Just got back literally about 30 minutes ago, man. Just kind of unpacked. I was like, let's do this podcast. A lot of news to talk about, a lot of things to update. But yeah, man, I had a good weekend. Had a good weekend, man. What about you?
Yeah, good, bro. Just it's been a busy week. Good week, very good week, man. I can't cannot complain about the week we've just had. And just as a fan, you know what I mean? It's amazing that we could be creators. They call us influencers, content creators. They give us all these names, but like for me personally, I'm just a fan. And we get to do some cool shit in the process. So, you know, this week, lucky enough, me and Ash got to go to the London premiere of Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I got to meet
the world premiere, right? It was the world premiere.
That was the world premiere, yeah. Nuts. And it was, you know, getting to meet Zachary Levi and David F. Sandberg, who's the director. And, you know, Warner Brothers really hooked us up. So massive shout out to those guys. And, you know, the fact that we still get the call for us to go join in the fun is just overwhelmingly awesome.
You were on the red carpet, bro. You were on the red carpet. I mean, this is crazy. This is what I'm trying to like. I couldn't even imagine it myself when I was seeing the clips, and I was like, you boys are on the red carpet. Like, you got the barriers where all the fans are trying to get the attention, stars' attention, and try and get their autograph and whatnot. And you mans are walking on the red carpet like some big dogs on the game, bro. It was oh man, it was awesome. It was awesome to see. I wish I was there as well, but you know, if I was there, then Ash wouldn't have been there. So sacrifice, man, Ash. No, I'm joking. No, man, it looked awesome. Even from my side, I was just kind of like, wow, this is amazing. How far we've come, how far this has taken us. So I'm happy to see that, man. Did you get a chance to meet like all the stars, Lucy Liu and whatnot?
No, not all of them, bro. Got to meet Jack Grazer, who plays Freddie. You know, Ash's best other brother. We got to catch him outside after meeting Zachary and David. So it's busy, man. Those things are like, it's, you know, red carpet events on TV and like on social media looks like, you know, they run smoothly. Bro, there's bear shouting and go this way, gotta go. Like get in the seats. It's really rush, bro. So trying to get photos and videos is very hard. I mean, having somebody there always helps. I mean, Black Adam, if I had somebody there, could have taken more, because I think this is my 3rd or 4th red carpet event. You know, so it does take its time, definitely. Take its toll, because you're getting rushed around everywhere. You're trying to get to your seat, you know, stuff like that, bro. And there's loads of people. I mean, bro, there's so many shout outs, unbelievable, you know. Met so many people that are in the industry that, you know, have come up, you know, pushing their work out there. So it was really an amazing experience. And I mean, all I can say about the movie is if you love the first one, you're going to love this one.
Well, I'm looking forward to that. I mean, obviously you can't spoil it, you can't say it, and I don't want you to spoil it because I need to watch it next week. It doesn't come out till next week. But I think that was what I was asking. Like, is it as, because the first one was just so easy, it was funny, it had heart. Zachary Levi had just this great charisma where you could just, I could sit down and just watch it. It's not hard to watch. And I just wanted a similar sort of thing, wondering if it had a similar sort of thing. So I love it, man. I'm looking forward to watching it next week. And yeah, man, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad, again, it's a bit overwhelming for me just sitting there and like, oh my God, my bros are on the red carpet. Like, it's weird. Like, have you showed like dad and whatnot, like, and like to see what he's saying, like, just
no,
to
I
get his
haven't yet.
thoughts.
I need to share that with. I don't think, bro. It's been such a busy week, bro. And then my journeys home have been fucking horrendous, bro. Like, really, truly, from London, it only takes me from where I live to, get into central London, 40 minutes, bro. Motherfucker, it was taking me like 3 hours, bro, to get home because fucking train cancelled and shit. And I'm not blaming the guys, man. I was just like, man, motherfucking inconvenience, man. Shit. God damn, bro. You've just made my journey even longer, man. Like, from 40 minutes to me walking in the rain, soaking wet and shit. And anyway, it is what it is, bro. But, great experience. But then I lost like a chunk of sleep, bro. Like, it's a Monday night. I'm going a Tuesday night. I'm still working 9 to 5, bro. So this week was hard, bro. This week was really hard.
I mean, well, look, the thing is, these are amazing experiences, but they're not going to come easy. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
No,
You've got to work for it still. You got to hustle. You got to wake up. You got to do your work. You got to look after your daughter. You got to do your workout, whatever you still got to do your life. And then enjoy these experiences, which are also, like you said, hustle and bustle as well. People getting pushed around or whatever it is you say, people shouting, go now, and taking the train home, man, like nothing ever will be easy, but the experience itself, the journey itself is what is obviously going to matter. The memories is what's going to matter. All this shit, the travel journey and shit, that's all going to fade away. But no, it's amazing, bro. It's really amazing that you guys got a chance to experience that. I'm chuffed for you, man. It's sick.
Nah,
and there's more to come. I mean, I think the relationship that we got with Warner Brothers DC, I mean, thinking about the DC universe coming up now. Yes, I mean, whatever's happened already has been amazing. But if you think about the DC universe coming up, you think about Flash movie coming out and the universe coming out, man, like we're at the start of it. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, we're trying to get into the MCU after they've done the universe, right? We're trying to get in there still. With the DCU, we're already in before the new universe begins. So, I mean, it's a big deal. And I'm super stoked for you guys, man. I'm super stoked for the brothers, man. The Brothers Geek Out podcast.
Yeah, it's massive, bro. It's massive. I think we're streaming on the wrong channel, I think we're streaming on the wrong channel. Let me just double check. I mean, if not, I'll just use the video, but...
What, you're on the gaming channel?
I think we're on the gaming channel, yeah. Let me just double check, man, because...
I'm going online as well to check it out.
Yeah, come on, man. Let's do this, man. Technical difficulties. Is it streaming?
Oh, yeah. No, the Brothers Geek Out Gaming.
God damn. Right, man. You know what? I'm just going to stop the live stream. Stop it, and then I'll just edit it and put it up. Doesn't matter.
Anyway, that channel is not getting no traction, boy. I think
it's a hard one. It's a hard one.
It's hard, but also I think, the variety of games. I mean, you got to do the video editing and all that shit, but the variety of games will come from Ash. That's why I really need him to get on. I'm just asking you to just help him log on. It's easy. You just go log on through the PlayStation and Xbox, and every time you press play, just go live and that's it. And I think there's a big variety of different video games that he plays, which would get more traction. Anyway, yeah, man, listen, that's awesome. I know you got a couple other things coming up on your side. I don't know if you can mention them or not.
At the moment, what's happening? No, I can mention it. I mean, oh man, I've got gas, man. So yeah, man, what we got next week? So we got Shazam again next week. So that's on Tuesday. That's the multimedia screening. So after that, we'll be able to give our full on review. But as I said, moving on forward, I know I was doing videos of reviews here and there and the rest of it. I'm just going to give you guys the full review on our podcast when it comes out the following week. I realized, like, we were working quite hard and we were putting a lot of stuff out there, and it's not about traction or anything like that. It's just make it a bit more easier for me now. And to be honest, if you guys are listening to the podcast, then that's amazing in itself. So I think that's where we concentrate the most of our efforts on. And I don't need to do like separate videos of reviews and stuff like that. So our review of Shazam Fury of the Gods will be out next week, and check it out.
I mean, if you could do like a short, I mean, again, it just depends, but if you could just do a short first view, first thoughts or something, but a full-on review, yeah, we'll do it on the podcast together or whatnot. But if you could do like a short, this is my thoughts, then yeah, like go for it. But if you're looking to do like a full-on review, then yeah, then it's not worth
No,
it.
yeah, because it's hard. You can't say much in
together.
1 minute, you know. Oh, it's good, bro. It's good. Go watch it. That's all you can say in a minute.
True,
really.
true.
And then like already like spoilers have kicked out, and you're like, fuck, man, these guys, man, how
you're lucky you've seen it, but you're lucky you've seen it. I'm trying to dodge the internet like freaking hell, and I know I'm gonna see something. I know it.
Yeah.
In a week, I mean, yeah, it's difficult. At least you get a chance to see them, and then you know, I still have to sit here and yeah, and even cinema, like I said, in Dubai is a bit of a difficult one because I don't really get the experience because people love to go in there and talk. So you don't really get the full-on experience that I want, which is really get lost in a world and a movie because people sit here and talk. And, you know, I've come to accept it that I got to sit here and talk as well. I'm like, fuck it, man. I'm going to start talking as well because people are annoying. I could get angry, which will get me nowhere, or just, you know what, I'm going to just enjoy it in my way as well then. But yeah, no, you're lucky, man. You can stay away from spoilers. I'm going to try and stay away from spoilers. That's all I can do, really. But yeah, no, hopefully we got some guests coming on the podcast. Someone that I've been trying to get on for a while as well. So I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully that comes to fruition. I won't say nothing now.
Yes, inshallah, bro, inshallah. Like,
Yeah,
the message has been sent. Last night I was like,
awesome.
man, what's going on here, man? Bare bounce backs. And I was like, oh, he's gone to sleep. I'm not going to bother him. So I'm glad you sent me that message this morning with the typo. It could be that, but it's gone through.
I think,
but we've got John Wick. Sorry.
Oh, you're gone?
Yeah, so we've got the John Wick screening the following week. So you guys will get to hear our thoughts on that. And we're still waiting for something to be confirmed as well.
I've been seeing these first reviews of John Wick, and apparently they're saying that's like the best action movie like ever. Like it's getting really great reviews. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm just wondering how the hell, because number 1, 2, 3, I really enjoy it. But when you're saying the best action movie ever for part 4, I wonder how they're going to change things around. Like, what have you done to get that kind of review for this movie? And of course, you've got amazing action stars in this, and you've had them in the previous movies and whatnot. But man, I'm really I can't wait for this one, bro. I cannot wait.
No, that's going to be sick. That's going to be sick. What else was there? There's other things. Yeah, bro, listen, guys. Now, I know this podcast will come out probably later on today or tomorrow, but when you guys are listening, massive shout outs again to Warner Brothers UK and DC UK official. It's not comics no more, official, DC UK official. Listen, guys, the Batman is playing at the event in Apollo in Hammersmith, guys. If you use the code Batman15, all capitals, Batman15, you get 15% off your ticket, guys. Batman with a live orchestra, bro, it's gonna be insane, bro. It's gonna be insane. And that's next week, Saturday, guys. So go get your tickets. The link's in, I'm gonna put the link in the description, but check out our social medias. I've been sharing it on there as well.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. I can imagine with that soundtrack. Just the sound, just the the soundtrack can be very intimidating, and it's gonna be very intimate. And just live music is always amazing. So I can imagine how that's just going to enhance the viewing experience, especially from a sound perspective, but just enhance that experience, man. That would be amazing.
We did the Joker a couple of years back, and that was amazing, bro. And you know that soundtrack was like really what Joaquin Phoenix did in that film as well, and what Todd Phillips did. The soundtrack just added extra to it, so it was amazing. So I'm looking forward to this. But yeah, just to let you guys know, there's 15% off. So go enjoy it. It's the London premiere of the Batman with a live orchestra. So why not go enjoy it, guys? Do
it. Awesome, man. Shit, that's amazing. That is amazing. Cool.
You know what?
Should we what else then, man? Any other updates? I mean,
no, I mean not much, man. as again, massive thank you to, we had an influx of people come through on the channel, the social medias, guys, thanks again. Like we can't thank you enough for supporting the channel, and people that are new to the channel as well. Like, I hope you guys get to enjoy the podcast, but if you've got any questions, guys, I got to give away 2 Funko Pops last week because people that are listening to the podcast gave us some great quotes. I'm going to relaunch that again because I've got 3 more pops to give away, so I'll start that next week sometime. Please, apologies for me bringing out the podcast a bit late because it's just been so busy. March has been a busy month. It's going to be a busy month, so yeah, we're gonna go from there. We'll go from there. But massive thank you as always. It's we've moved the platform from SoundCloud to Anchor. Anchor's working well. I'm still trying to understand it a little bit more. But yeah, I'm hoping that it gets pushed out a little bit more. And guys, share the videos, or share this podcast page, and click save and come back, listen to it, and the rest of it. Like, interact with us, guys, because there's a handful of you that do, which is amazing. It's good.
We've seen some good interaction, man. I've recently seen some good interaction coming through. And yeah, thanks for posting I made an attempt to edit a video yesterday night.
That's good.
While I was in the hotel, we were chilling about the Middle East Comic Con that I went to last week in Abu Dhabi. Didn't really get a chance to really put much content out there because I know you're busy and whatnot. So I was like, let me try it. I don't have the patience for these things. I don't have the skill set, first of all, and I don't have the patience, and I don't have the creative mind frame that you do. But I put some shit together.
It worked.
And
it worked.
Yeah, that software is not bad because you just pull it in, a couple of transitions, a little background music. But thanks for posting that, and tagging up MC Middle East Comic Con, because I think it was a great event, and it's just fun to just be around that. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. There's always things that you can relate to people. I'm trying to say, like this pop culture, this comic book culture, this pop culture. Everywhere in the world, it's relatable. You know what I mean? Even in the Middle East, like, everyone's an artist. You can get artists and creative people and people who are interested in what you're interested in anywhere in the world. And they could be from any country, any religion, race, color, whatever it is. We got so much things in common with each other as human beings. It's just crazy where there's conflict and all that sort of shit. I don't know how I got to that, but what I'm saying is there's so much things in common. So even in the Middle East, we had a great Comic Con out here, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm hopefully to post more stuff out here in the Middle East, and hopefully like Warner Brothers Middle East, hook a brother up, man. Come on, shit. I'm tagging the shit out of you, just like a motherfucker.
So basically, I've we hooked up with is it Geek House? Middle East. His name's Hassan. So we got to catch up and speak, and let's see what happens. I'm going to get him on the podcast as well. We'll catch up and talk about it as well, and talk about his experiences as well, because his account is massive, bro. Like, he was one of the biggest people there when we were meeting Zachary Levi and David.
Awesome.
So definitely we'll chat to him and go from there.
Connect it up, man. Nice one, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll have a talk there. But other than that, bro, that's it, really, man. Other than that, we will continue to move forward. I've rescheduled that interview with Kalani, who's the director of anime that's coming out soon. Kind of like a anime movie that's coming out soon, called Sky Hoshi. So we've rescheduled, so that's going to be later on today. So yeah, we've got lots to jump on today, but yeah, let's go through what's happening, bro.
All right, we'll talk about animation real quick. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles trailer, last week we were talking about, I wonder how the animation is going to be, and then we found out the next day how it's going to be. But it looks really good. I mean, my thoughts, and I kept saying it was like a mixture between like Wallace and Gromit, like that type of animation, and Into the Spider-Verse. So they kind of look clayish, but then they got this animation to it. But it looks really good. It looks so much fun. Seth Rogen, I think, is going to do a great job with just entertaining the crowd, putting a lot of jokes in there, and telling us a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle story, man. Which is, I think, it's going to be fun. They seem younger than teenagers, though.
I think they're going to be like early teens, like 13, 14, bro.
Got it. Yeah, because I did love Michael Bay ones. I did enjoy those, and I like
Me
the
too.
design of the way they look. But I feel like with the design of Michael Bay ones, if they wanted to make a R-rated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, you could use that design because they look mean. Whereas these ones, these animations and other ones, they look a little more child friendly.
Yeah,
but I hope one day they get to a stage where they make an R-rated Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, even this Ronin story that you've been reading and whatnot. But anyway, like the animation looks good, the jokes look good. I mean, I'm really looking forward to this. I think it's going to be fun.
No, same here, bro. Definitely, without doubt. It looks amazing. Great soundtrack, great cast, bro, man. Every time I look at the cast list, I'm like, man, how the hell did they get all of these people in one room?
Well, his voice. His voice. I don't even know if they got him in one room. You might just. I can't remember who it was, but certain people like I've heard them. They just probably do the recording at home or studio at home and just send them.
No, yeah, they do. That's how
it
usually works. Yeah, that could be the case. Yeah, that's right.
But still,
just
great cast.
Amazing. Yeah, exactly. So good.
So yeah, that comes out. What was it? August? It's this year sometime.
That's this year, man. But I'm gonna try and get some in. I'm gonna drop the messages to Paramount, bro. I want to get some interviews with these guys. It'd be absolutely awesome if we get the chance.
Do it. All right, so that looks awesome. All right, Creed 3, bro. Freaking smashing it in the box office. And when I say smashing it, as it's already exceeded over 100 million. Apparently, it is the highest grossing, I think, domestically sports movie of all time.
Wow.
So if I read that correctly, so that's really freaking awesome and well done to Michael B. I mean, the guy smashed it with his debut directing, I guess. But yeah, smashed it, man. Well done to him. I mean, I read also that the Creed and Rocky franchise are expanding on Amazon with movies and shows planned, so they look at the whole universe around this.
Bloody hell, bro. That's nuts,
man. That will be nuts, and I hope Stallone's involved because it will be heartbreaking. Because I'll watch the content, but it will be heartbreaking to hear that they've kind of kicked him out or whatever it is. I hope not. Bro, that it will be awesome. Those movies, those Rocky movies, and over to Creed. They've got a certain formula that works for sports movies. You know what I'm trying to say? Like they have this heart, this emotion into it. There's so many boxing movies out there. There's so many MMA movies out there. Rarely you have one that is really good. And Rocky smashed it, and Creed's doing awesome as well in regards to just capturing the emotions and what they go through as fighters and the emotional side of it and just their lives. And it's not just about the boxing, it's more to it and how it trickles in with their life as well. It's not just about the ring, inside the ring, but also what's happening outside the ring. They've done a great job on capturing that, and I love that. And with Michael B, I think if they do more Creeds and he like I said, I really think as an anime fan, if they give him an opportunity to direct an anime movie, be it a Naruto or Dragon Ball Z, something, I think he would do it justice because he's a fan.
Yeah, bro. I think he'd absolutely smash it, bro.
So yeah, Rocky Universe. I mean, look, man, I always take it back to the MCU. If the MCU didn't do what it did, maybe someone would have eventually, but this whole universe thing wouldn't, I don't know, people might not have done it. Or, I think the MCU's really made whatever content out there that we've seen from the 80s, 70s, to whatever to now. It's like, oh, why don't we just build another universe around it and link it up? And
well, it's paved the way, right?
It's paved the way. It's changed it's changed cinema in a way. Like you're building gigantic stories now. Like Rocky has expanded onto Creed. Now, if you do multiple other stories from that, you've got a massive universe. Fast and Furious, throwing in random shit like Jason Momoa showing up in Brazil and based on the other movie and like whatnot. They just throwing shit out there, man. I mean, they're building these massive universes, and you've got to give it to the MCU, man. They changed the game.
Exactly, bro. Exactly.
Changed it. And again, not every movie has to be a universe, but what I'm saying is if you do build big storyline, you can take it beyond just the characters in your movie and expand it to a wide vast of characters and then bring them in all in one movie. It's always fun.
No, exactly, bro. Exactly that, bro. That's amazing. No, good to hear. Definitely. Well deserved. Well deserved. Great movie. Great movie.
All right, cool. All right, let's move on. Let's move on. Exclusive. Paramount Plus is developing Vice City. It's a working title. A
Hmm.
new origin series from Lionsgate Television Paramount Studios and Curtis 50 Cent Jackson G Unit Film and Television. So 50 Cent apparently he's got over like 10 different shows or something that he's working on. My guy's keeping busy. I watched Power. I was a big fan of Power. I did lose
Mm.
interest after Power finished, and they moved on to some of these side shows and spin-offs and whatnot. But 50 Cent, man, just keeping it going, man. I mean, that guy's big part of, like, he's got loads of television shows going on and whatnot. But anyway, they're working on one. When I hear Vice City, I always think of obviously Grand Theft Auto Vice City. I don't know if that's where what they're taking any inspiration from or whatnot, but that's what I think when I hear the word Vice City. So yeah, I don't know. Interesting.
No, the same thing. That's what I hear is the game, isn't it? Grand Theft Auto. So it'd be interesting what they do with that. Yeah, I mean, I never watched Power, and I used to be big into my like sort of the hip hop element of things that came out back in the days. But I don't know, man. It's weird, bro. Being a dad now, violence, badus, all of that madness. It throws me off, bro. It's like, damn, this it throws me off. Violence throws me off, bro. Like there was, when I watched Cocaine Bear, like there were some scenes in there, and I was like, bloody hell, this shit is gory, man. God damn, I can't stomach it no more, bro. So like, and then foul language, and even though I use it all the time, bro. When you hear it in a vulgar way, you're like, oh, damn, goddamn, shit, that's a lot. Like, but it is what it is, bro. Like, things have changed dramatically on how things are pushed out there. So just got to deal with
Man, I
it.
mean, yeah, end of the day, I mean, I use foul language a lot. I try my best not to, but I just comes out naturally. But yeah, and violence and shit, man, it's been easy to, not easy, it's so common on TV now. TV shows, like not even on cinema and movies, we're talking about TV shows where kids can get access to it. And even on the internet, bro, fuck, real violence. On Instagram, you can see real violence, real people getting killed, real people getting hurt. Listen, man, like Rogan said this, which is so true. The moment you give your son or your daughter a phone, they have access to everything. Violence,
Mhm.
porn, swearing, whatever is out there, they have access to it all. So, it's just about teaching your kids what's right and wrong, and they're gonna probably watch certain things, and it's just hopefully just won't corrupt their mind. I don't know how to pull it, but yeah, I mean,
That's gonna
yeah,
be a
it's
hard one
crazy,
to
bro. It
not
is.
corrupt, bro. Like that's a whole different level. That is a whole different level. That's scary
We
shit,
get
bro. That's
corrupt. We get corrupt, but with the teachings of our parents, our family, our friends, our religion, I guess I don't know how to pull it, man. Like you kind of compose your corruptness. I don't know, man, if that makes sense in
well,
any way. But
it'd be different. Definitely, it'd be different. Just
you
it's how
know,
we.
funny enough, you bring up the hip hop thing. So on this journey we just went on to Hata. I was like, let me just download some old school tunes and whatnot. So I went through memory lane as I downloaded some Dead Prayers and some Immortal Techniques. And then Immortal Techniques, Dance with the Devil. Do you remember that tune, bro? Oh, you're not even there. But yeah, that tune came on.
It's a big track, bro.
Okay, yeah. So that, I don't know, for the listeners, if you remember that tune, just a crazy story, right? And that tune, and then the missus is hearing it, and then she's like, "What the fuck kind of music are you listening to?" And I'm like, "Listen to this is old school hip hop. Like Immortal Techniques don't hold back, and he's telling
Yeah,
stories, and he's telling the reality of certain people's lives or certain shit that goes through people's heads, and that tune was called "Dance with the Devil." This is what some people fucking go through to try and get stature and whatever
mm,
it is. And and in that tune, this guy wanting to be a big shot, and
yeah.
I'm listen to the tune, Dance with the Devil in More Techniques. It's just deep. But yeah, just going down memory lane of hip hop. But the missus was not impressed with that tune. I was like, yeah, man, different game. All right, bro. Moving on. Did
Yeah.
you watch Chris Rock's special Selective Outrage? Please tell me
Yes,
you've
I
seen
did,
that. You
bro.
see it?
Yes, I
What
did.
did you think? What
Yes,
was
I
your
did.
thought? We'll talk about, okay, what's your thoughts overall? But then what did you think about his it's been a year since that Will Smith
Incident.
slap incident,
They
and
brought it
Chris
out at
Rock's
the
been
right time,
holding.
though. They did bring it
Oh, he
out at the
smashed
right
it.
time. But
He's the
listen, it's
best.
good. It's good.
He done it strategically.
He did it. It's funny. There are certain things that are funny. But I don't know, bro. I think I'm getting old, bro. I am. Like, some of the stuff I didn't find funny. Some stuff is funny. Some stuff I didn't. And as I said, bro, I think, like, as much as it's weird, I use so much swear words in my daily vocabulary that even when I hear it now, it's like, oh man. And that's just being a dad. Like, I have to be cautious how I speak in front of Alara and stuff like that. But there were moments in there where some of it was good, some of it was a bit cringe, and then he dropped the ending, and I was like, oh, damn.
Smash.
So it was good and bad, bro. Good and bad. I still find, I could go back to Dave Chappelle has this way of delivering comedy, which I think not many other comedians can do, which I'll always find his stuff realistically funny because he's put a real element to it. Where Chris Rock is a lot of shouting and screaming, and it's like, as much as I used to enjoy that, it's like Kevin Hart. I used to enjoy Marlon Wayans, all the comedians that came up, like, they got this thing where they just shout, where I'm mellow, man. And I think Wade David delivered his stuff. Like, he'll have his moments where he screams and shouts, but he's still quite calm and collective in his comedy. He's a genius in what he does. I think he's the best comedian out there. But Chris Rock, I just felt like some of the shouting stuff just kind of, I found it cringe, bro.
Well, I mean, I think when Dave delivers, he's like he's having a conversation, he's telling a story, it's a very different approach. Yeah, for sure. I agree with that. I think I genuinely enjoyed it, and I was actually really looking forward to it because, like, I'm still a Will Smith fan, don't get me wrong, and he's lost so much respect of a lot of his peers, the comedy industry especially. I know a lot of friends that were like, nah, fuck Will Smith. So he lost a lot by doing that. He did. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of cancel culture. No. But I'm gonna enjoy Bad Boys 4. I enjoyed Incapacitation. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Anyway, I can't remember what it's called. What was it called again?
No, it's man, you got me saying it wrong as well now, bro. Inception, bro.
It's not Inception, man. Anyway.
Inception. Here you go. Two dyslexic Bruces trying to say a movie title, bro.
Well, let's just move on from the title. What I loved about this, yes, the screaming and shouting, whatever, right? It's the title, man. Selective outrage. Like you said, I'm all up for this social justice warrior and all this sort of stuff. But everyone is selective. Everyone is selective on what they want to be outraged about. You are truly not a social justice warrior or whatever you are, because you don't give a fuck about other things. You care about your thing, and you make your thing. And we all do it on this phone, right? These phones and these things are literally made by slaves. Like, there's slaves in freaking the Congo right now, digging up cobalt, right, which is a mineral needed for those lithium batteries and whatnot. Bro, it was on Rogan's podcast. I told you to, if you have a chance, listen to it. It's horrible. All these batteries, these phones and electrical things on the back of slave labor, right? I'm talking about women who are like 19 with babies strapped on them, digging for these cobalt. So this selective outrage, again, you pick and choose. Oh, you said something wrong about my gender. I want to go crazy. You said something wrong about my race. What about all that shit that's going on, like Palestine, Syria, Yemen, the Congo? Like, it's selective outrage. So I love the fact that he kind of just threw that out there.
No, and it's because it's informative, and he has an obligation and a responsibility to let people know that this is what you're doing. You know what I mean?
You all pick and choose. I've said this so many times, and we see it. I've seen it so many times, and there was a period of time, and it was all horrible stuff. Don't get me wrong, but these unfortunate terrorist attacks will happen, and everyone will put up their flag. We saw it recently with Ukraine, right? Everyone put up their flags, the Ukraine flag. You change your Facebook flag, but then when a bad incident happens in another country, be it a poor African country or a Muslim country in the Middle East, no one gives a fuck. So you selectively care about who you want to care about. You don't care about everyone. You're not truly about the human race. You're just truly about a certain group of the human race, right? And this is the same thing with the social justice warrior shit. So I love the fact that he threw it out there. He went in on the royal family, like Meghan and
Oh yeah,
whoever.
that was funny. I found that funny.
He went in on them. But listen, the Will Smith stuff, bro.
Yeah.
He went in. I mean, I read comments that Will Smith saw it and said he felt very embarrassed and saddened by it. But I'm like, well, it's your fault, bro. Like, whatever, sad and upset, you fucked up, right?
Yeah,
and it's true. Like, everyone's pointing the finger back to Jada Pinkett. Like, she's fucked you up. And you, as a man, selectively picked on Chris Rock when everyone was cussing you about that situation. But you decided to take it on and selectively pick on Chris Rock and whatnot. So
that's right.
I think Chris Rock strategically done an amazing thing. A year later, he didn't cry about it. Like he said, I'm not crying about shit. I'm not a fucking victim. And then he just smashed him. And everyone is loving it. Now, Will Smith is still going to be amazing. He's still going to do Bad Boys 4. I'm still going to watch it, all the shit. But boy, he's getting it. You know, it's not going to leave him. You know what I mean? Like he went for a year. He went on some shows and he cried about it and whatnot. He made an apology video, which seemed very. It did seem like it had a big production around his apology video, and it was written out and blah blah blah. It didn't seem like it was from the heart. And then 1 year later, Chris Rock's like, well, it's not over, bitch. I got my side to say. And he put it out there, and I fucking love it. I was really looking forward to that, and I'm you know, like, listen, I think it made Chris Rock. It just gave him a different energy, like, you know, like, it's amazing. I'm glad he got, in some weird way, not revenge. Revenge is not the right word, but I'm glad he got to say his piece, because I think everyone's going to be siding with Chris on this one.
Yeah, that's right.
And definitely. I think he got his piece. And then at the end of the day, he comes out on top. He's the one who got assaulted, and he comes out on top. So I don't know, man. Will Smith, you know, it's going to be with him for a while, but Chris smashed it. All of this is, you know, amazing on Chris Rock. I love it. I love what he did.
Yeah, no, definitely, man. I can rate him for that. But yeah, I mean, just me personally, I think some of the jokes didn't land well, but the royal family stuff made me crack up. And then the Will Smith part at the end, and you know, the social justice part, the fact that he brought that to light, you know, I think I always say it as creators online, and I think something changed in me last year, because I was like proper, like, you know, pushing out all this content, and I'm like, oh man, we're not getting the engagement we wanted. And I've never been like that. And I feel like after I came back from Singapore, I kind of learned to just say, fuck it. We're pushing it out there in the world. If people see it, people see it. Like, why am I trying to get validation for the work that I'm doing? I should just get it in the opportunities that we get. You know, the fact that we get to go to a Marvel screening or a DC screening or red carpet event, like, I should be counting those as blessings and opportunities that I've got with these companies to do that. So I learned that I'm just going to keep pushing the content out there, but and be selective of what I push out there as well. That's why I'm like really cautious on how we put ourselves out there, because I don't want it to be misconstrued in any way. I want people to know that we're quite genuine. We have easy conversations. Most of the podcasts that I have had with guests have been easy because they've just enjoyed geeking out with us, and we've had returning people like that. And I want that sort of vibe with what we do. I know now that we don't need numbers and views. It does work like that in some parts of the industry, but for me, I don't want that to be a validation of the type of work that we do. So there you go, guys. You heard it there. I don't give a shit about the numbers. I just want you guys to enjoy a good conversation between two brothers that love what we do.
Well, that's it. I mean, this is what I've said in the previous podcast. I mean, I keep repeating myself, man. Like, you know, we're generally doing what we want to talk about and what we want to geek out about. And it's all organic. All the views, all the subscribers, it's all organic, because, you know, previously it wasn't, because we were doing shit for the likes and the views, and we were getting tons of views. And I'm repeating myself over and over. So I love this. And this has definitely worked out better. This has definitely worked out better than anything we were doing in the past, because it's been genuinely what we want to do. So that's what, you know, the only way this will carry on forever is if we keep doing what we do. And if we somehow change because of, be it money or views, then this won't last. This won't last at all.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's keep doing it. shout out to Chris Rock, love him. I hope he comes out with more. And yeah, shout out to him. Moving on, Luther. Did you watch Luther, bro?
Not yet, bro. Not yet.
Came out yesterday. Well, listen, shit, since you ain't seen it, I don't want to spoil it or anything, but Idris Elba, you know, does a great job. He's amazing, obviously, as that character. If you have seen the shows, it will make a bit more sense in regards to the past and what's happened. He's just amazing at that role. Last week you brought up something which is interesting, and I didn't hear it until recently. You said something about, he tweeted something about saying that I don't want to be looked at as a black actor. I just want to be looked at as an actor. That's my job.
That's right.
As a man, as a human being, I'm a black man. But as my job, I'm an actor. And he got a lot of backlash for it and stuff like that. And I was just like, you know what? He's absolutely fucking right. Like, I don't want to be looked as a Bengali Muslim senior planner manager for the Wall Street Journal. I want to be just looked at as a senior planner manager. Right? I'm the best person for this job to manage the Europe and Asia region. That's who it is. It's not, oh, he's a brown Muslim. See, and I'm like, you're right. Even as an actor, like, you should be just seen as, are you the best person for this job? Now, if there's a story about a Mongolian warrior, randomly, right? Okay, maybe you want to pick a Mongolian star, right? But if it's a crime thriller police officer, something like that, whatever, then yeah, an actor, whoever the hell it is, or actress, whoever the hell it is, race, religion, color, whatever, if they can play that part, then that's all they need to be seen. As an actor, they don't need to be seen as white, black, Asian, whatever. That's their job. They're an actor, that's an actress. So I really appreciate what he said there. But anyway, Luther, do watch it. I mean, Andy Serkis is really fucking good at it. I think it's one of the first times I've seen him in that sort of villainous role. So that was really awesome. I had this feeling.
Shout outs to Ryan from Budokan. He was in that prison.
Yes, yeah. That was funny when you said, I didn't even notice it until you sent the video. I was like, holy shit, that's Ryan, Budokan.
Well, Ati sent it. So yeah, Budokan, bro. Yes, Ryan, bro. We see you, bro. We see you.
You need to get him on the bro. You need to get Ryan on the podcast, bro. I'm surprised you haven't.
I've been trying, bro. My guy's shy, bro. I've been trying to get him on there for ages. Ever since The Gentleman.
He was in The Gentleman as well. But yeah, my guy, we've known him since secondary school. I trained martial arts with him for the longest time. He's been in bare movies. How's he shy and shit, man? Like,
he was in Aladdin. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. My guy's been in loads and he's been working hard. But he tells me he's shy. Anyway, it is what it is. One day I'll get him on there. I'm gonna message him again and be like, bro,
do it.
Hurry up, man. Come on this thing, man.
Ryan, Mia smashed it, bro. Anyway, watch Luther, bro. It's really good. I had this theory at the end, but I don't want to say it because it's not like you'll spoil anything. It was just me geeking out and having taken it in another way. I'll say it. Yeah, it's not going to spoil anything. But I was just like, oh, imagine they use this to line it up with him being the next James Bond. It's a weird theory. Don't get me wrong, but like I would I was just thinking, like, imagine they invited him into the MI5 after all of this shit that he's gone through as a police officer. It's changed him. He's gone through some harsh experiences, which will now take him to a different thing and leads him into a James Bond. But anyway, that was just me geeking out about Luther, the character, and Idris Elba being James Bond. But maybe it might not work. Maybe he's got too much trauma. But I feel like James Bond's someone who should be a bad motherfucker who's gone through some trauma and shit, and then he's kind of like, the suave dude when he needs to. But no, anyway, Luther, do check it out. What else is coming out? Murder Mystery 2 is coming out at the end of the month. So Adam Sandler, love that dude. Anything that he makes, I'm watching. So I love him. You know what? Real quick on Adam Sandler, you know what? He's a perfect example of where critics try to criticize him in a bad way, saying his movies are basic. And he's a perfect example of where those critics don't fucking matter. My guy's got $1 billion organization. Every one of his movies are hilarious, and I love all of them. Any Adam Sandler movie he makes, and when the boys are in it, I'm in. I'm watching it. They all have an underlying sentimental, like emotional, like human element to the movie. They're silly, they're funny, they're easy to watch. And he's great. So you know what? He's a perfect example where you say, fuck the critics. 1 second. Hello? I thought someone knocked on the door. Anyway, So that's coming out end of the month. Beetlejuice 2, bro, reportedly in the works with original cast and then Jenna Ortega. What do you think about that? She's smashing it. She's all over the place recently, especially after her performance on Wednesday. She's everywhere now. She's killing it. What do you think?
No, listen, bro. I think she's awesome, and she's like, she's everywhere at the moment now. So good on her, man. You know, it's nice to see somebody's career like jump up and go into different elements of pop culture. So definitely good on her, and you know, amazing to see this happen. Hopefully it's a good script, bro. You know, to me, to be honest, I would leave it alone. That's my honest truth. Leave it alone. Leave it as that movie. We don't need a sequel. You know, leave it alone. They did that shit with Ghostbusters, lose. But then the other Ghostbusters was, it's so difficult, bro. You need a good script. I mean, that Ghostbusters Afterlife worked so well because, again, you got a majority of kids doing the cast, but then what they did at the end, bro, like, sorry, spoilers if you guys ain't seen it, bro. Cried, bro. Cried. Like, I was like, oh my God, I'm in cinema with kids, bro. I'm losing. What am I crying for? But that's what I'm saying. You do a good script, you give it a great tribute to the original and make it its own movie as well, then that's fine. But the hardest part is, you know, what more can they bring to what the original had? And the original will always have that special place in our hearts because it has a unique look in filmmaking. Because when you look at a movie like Big Trouble in Little China, you know, Beetlejuice, and you look at the way it looks, like, now things look so crisp and clean. You can see the spots on the person's face and shit. Like, nah, man. Practical effects. Yeah, it's a hard one because I think older cameras used to be able to hide some of the flaws that came out in movies. But now with HD, HDR, 8K, 20K, you can see the hair growing out of my ass and shit. You know, it's different, bro. You know what I mean? It's too much, bro. But, you know, all the best. Hopefully it's a great script. Good to hear it's a great cast as well.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a part two, which is I always think is better than a remake. When you say remake, then you're trying to say, in my opinion, you're trying to say, oh, we're redoing it, so forget about the old one, and that's where you go wrong, in my opinion. So when you're doing a part two, you're saying, hey, the original one's still there, and it's forever there. Well, even when you do a remake, the original one's still there. But what I'm saying is, like, doing a part two is saying your number one is not going to be touched. We're making a number two. You got the original cast. You know, of course, you know, Michael Keaton has to be coming back as Beetlejuice. And let's see what they do. You know, I get what you're saying. I mean, this is why I think Mando, you know, is really good because I feel like they're using props again, and stuff like that. Rather than, yes, of course, the CGI and whatnot, but I feel like they're using props again, which is making it awesome. But anyway, let's see what they do with it, man. I mean, if you got the original cast, if you got Tim Burton coming back to direct it, and then if you got a good script to it, then it should be good. And I think adding Jenna Ortega, who you know, when I think of Beetlejuice, I'm thinking of, you know, what her character in Wednesday, not the exact same character, but just a similar sort of thing, would fit in well with that. So let's see how that goes.
Definitely.
All right, Mr. Jonathan Majors, my guy's been busy and he's one of the best actors out there right now because his performance in anything he does is just something different. He's amazing. He is booked and he's doing a role in Spike Lee's new movie. I think it's called The Understudy.
Okay,
at
interesting.
Amazon Studios. So, you know, anything he touches,
he's smashing it, bro. He's without doubt, he's smashing it. And the one thing I forgot to say in last week's review of Creed 3 was he brought a different element to the character that he played as Damien, bro. But did you notice, bro, he had this Tom Hardiness about him. And I don't want to compare him.
Yes, you're right.
I'm not going to compare him. Both of them are two different actors from two different, you know, genres of, you know, acting. But he brought this Tom Hardiness to that role, bro. And I forgot to say that in last week because we've seen Tom Hardy in, like, you know, The Fighter, and that's what it reminded me of.
The Warrior.
The Warrior, sorry. The Warrior. Yeah.
Yes.
So
because there were two characters that went through some trauma, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I felt that they bring to those roles when they done it. You can see that they've gone through trauma, the way they're moving, the way they're talking, their body language, it's got this trauma in them, right? I agree 100%. They found that's acting, right? It's amazing acting, basically, when you can bring that to the screen.
Exactly, bro. So that was Bro, Jonathan Majors, he's one of my favorites at the moment. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to do some dusting at the same time, multitask, and look after the daughter as well. Yeah, bro, listen, 100%. I will see anything that Jonathan Majors done. And you know what? We have been watching this stuff for ages. You know what I mean? Love Country, Craft. That's really good. Good. I didn't get to see the second season, but that's another good episode. A good season TV show. And then Holiday 4. I thought it was wicked. And he just keep bringing more movies, bro. You know what I mean? So good on him, man. Time to shine, bro. Some people do hard work for a long time. So the fact that they can showcase what they are, what they can do, then all the best, man. We'll support.
And
we'll
he's so versatile. I mean, he's going to be Kang the Conqueror. He's going to bring so many different elements to that character. And just because he's in a Marvel movie doesn't make him stuck as a villain of a comic book movie, because he's doing so much other stuff. So I think he's one of those guys that can just shine in whatever role they give him. So I'm glad. He's amazing. He's amazing. So anything he touches, we're watching. All right, cool, bro. Look, what's going on here? Peacock are releasing a 8-part event series about the icon, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali.
Cool.
From Rage Jean Page, Morgan Freeman, and Kevin Wilmot. So a new TV show like or eight event series? I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Of Muhammad Ali. I don't know what else you could do different. Like, don't get me wrong, I always love watching about Muhammad Ali content. His Instagram, I love listening to him talk. I love listening to more about his life. I'm just trying to think, what more can you do, or what difference can you bring to a new Muhammad Ali show? I'm sure you can, because I told you what the Godfather of Harlem have done with Malcolm X.
Yeah.
And that's something that, apart from his book, obviously, but in regards to movie and TV representation of Malcolm X, that show has done something great. And like I said to you, they represented him, I think, in such a great way. The normal person will think that he's a terrorist just because the FBI pull it out there, but this show has really kind of showed that he's not. And his book and the other movies have showed that it's got nothing to do with that, but they show a lot more. So there's definitely more you could do with it. So I'm very interested and intrigued to see what they could do, or what difference they would do with this new Muhammad Ali event series that they're going to do. And I hope they emphasize more on his life, his religion, and how he stood up for his people. I mean, like I always say, he's a modern day hero. I mean, he can't. Guy gave up the heavyweight champion. He was on top of the world, man. The heavyweight champion of the world for what he believed in and his people, and not going to war and not killing innocent people when it had nothing to do with him. Just people talk, bro. There's some people that and there's some people that throw actions, you know what I mean? And he's a hero that threw actions out there. Like, you know what I mean? He wasn't all talk. He stood up for what he believed in, and he's always going to be. He goes down in history as one of the greats of all time as a human being.
Exactly.
So I love that dude. Anyway, so yeah, that's something to look forward to. All right. I heard, bro, the not Oscar nominations, what do you call it? Everything Everywhere All at Once has broken records for the one movie that has been nominated or got most Oscars from one movie. Not Oscars, but awards from one movie.
That's right.
Yeah, man, what a freaking amazing. That movie is still freaking breaking records and shit, but what an amazing achievement. And I just wanted to quickly bring that up because that came into mind. But
Well
real quick,
deserved.
Oscar-nominated choreographer, Matthew, I definitely cannot pronounce his surname. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce his surname. Anyway, he was a choreographer of The Whale and cinematography, sorry, not choreographer, cinematographer of The Whale, Iron Man, has come on board for the Blade team, for Blade. So looks like that movie's moving forward. I'm looking forward to that. That's fun. Can't wait for we get more of that. Last of Us, bro. I don't know if you've caught up, but episode 8, We Are in Need, which is the one that just came out, reached 8.1 million viewers on its premiere night, which is up a whopping 74% from the series debut, which was already one of the best debut shows viewings of all time. It's starting to feel like everyone is watching this show. I mean, that show is just growing and growing, and so many people, I mean, it's fucking smashing it, man. Amazing show. I don't know how far. What episode you on, bro?
6 or 7. I need to double check. I need to find out. I was supposed to watch it yesterday. Ended up watching that Malaysian plane missing documentary, which got us stuck on that, bro, which is really good, bro. Bro, bare theories coming out, bro. But yeah, no, I will catch up, bro. I think it's 6 or 7. I can't remember. It was when he told his brother, "Look, I can't do it. I'm too old for this shit." And but then ended up going anyway because he, you know, there is a connection there. So it's a good show, but I'm starting to find it a little bit slow. Like, I can understand the deep dive they've done with the characters and where they're going and how they're going there. Where I felt like it was going to have a bit more action with like the you know, the clickers and stuff like that, we don't seem to be getting that. You okay, Baba? Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, this is one show that they're not really there's no zombies. Like, there's none of the affected. Like, you don't see them much at all. You don't get much of it, and it works. I really like it. Like, there are the episodes where the zombies and stuff are in there, and that's super exciting, and it gets you on the edge of your seat. But when there is an episode where they don't show you none, it works so much because I think they concentrate so much on the human element and the relationships that they're building in the world and how humans turn out. It's very different to anything like The Walking Dead and all that sort of stuff. I'm enjoying it way more, and they're building on this relationship between the two characters, which has got me engaged.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I think they're doing a great job with it, man. I'm a big fan. And I do want to get on the game eventually, but I'm still playing God of War, and that's going to take me forever to complete because I don't even get no time to play the games. But do check out the Brothers Geek Out Gaming channel where you see my journey on there playing that game and getting crazy. All right, bro, let's just finish up with some Marvel and DC stuff. My favorite news of the week, I'll come to that in a second, man. But Disney CEO Bob Iger shares frank comments about his plans of the future of the Marvel and Star Wars universe. And basically was saying that we need to focus more on quality rather than quantity. And it's something that we've heard in the past. So rather than thinking about just getting out content, taking time and putting quality in each content, I think needs to come back, and I think they're looking to do that, which is amazing. Look, of course, if you give me quantity, I'm going to watch it, but quality is what matters. And I think there's been so much comments, especially about the MCU recently, where, you know, again, I'm still enjoying it and whatnot, but there's been all these comments about, yeah, this is basic, the story's basic, the CGI is basic, and all this sort of stuff. If they're taking that on board and they're like, you know what, maybe we should slow down and just take our time, make sure we spend the right amount of money on certain things and everything, then amazing, let's do it. So I'm all up for that. Then the best news of the week or of the year, whatever, for me personally came out. John Bethnal's Punisher's back, bro. Officially. Oh my God. You can, it's bro, bad. Listen, man. Can you imagine I've got goosebumps now, bro. Like, listen, I'm a Punisher fan, as you can see. All Punisher over here, man. Yeah. Just to hear him come back. And then he officially posted a picture on his Twitter or Instagram of him from the Punisher season 2. And I was like, oh my God, this is all I ever wanted. So just see him back in the MCU, just to see the Punisher back is the greatest thing for me. Now, being in the MCU, I know there's a lot of concerns. They're going to change him. He's not going to be as violent. Okay, I get it. Right? As a fan, don't get me wrong. I'm cool with change. What I don't want, and I'm cool with hiding the violence. I don't expect him to put his thumbs through some guy's eyeballs and squash his skull as he did in the Punisher season 1. I don't need, listen, it's fun to watch the Punisher go crazy, but I don't need to see that on Disney Plus. I get it. You know what I mean? They can't do that shit, right? However, hide the violence, don't change the character. Still give me John Bethnal's Punisher. Give me this traumatized, you know, emotional, angry ex-soldier who's got this war he's waging against the streets. Also very composed and very compassionate, very strategic, and very heroic because he doesn't want innocent people getting hurt. Give me that character. Do not make him silly. Please don't make him a clown. Don't make him make unnecessary clowny jokes. I don't want to see that. Give me the same character, I'm cool with hiding the violence. You could shoot guns, like in MCU, they shoot guns all the time and shit. Have him shooting guns and people dropping, that's cool. You don't need to show me blood and guts and, like I say, him freaking stabbing up someone 50 times. Like, of course, the prison scene in Daredevil 2 is one of the best scenes ever. I don't need to, if I don't get it, I won't be upset. Just don't change the character. Give me that character. So I'm super stoked. I hope he has a big part in Daredevil season, in that Daredevil show. I mean, it was a 16 episode show. Was it 16? No. It was a long episode.
Something like that. Yeah.
16 or 30 or something. I can't remember. Man, put him in there. I would love to see more of him. I want to see him interact with some of the other characters in the MCU. Spider-Man. I mean, I still haven't had a chance to read this, but put him in a Spider-Man, put them together, man. You have to, just to do the comics some justice. I would love to see him interact with military guys because he has full respect for Captain America and Rhodey and whatnot. But that's the best news for me ever, bro, just to see John Bethman back as the Punisher. So I'm super looking forward to this new Daredevil show, which is coming out next year.
No, it'd be
so
good,
yeah,
bro.
man,
Definitely. That's good news and great to have him back. You know, I think he did play a really good Punisher, and you know, I'm looking forward to seeing what they do, man. I mean, it'd be awesome, bro.
So geeked out. All right, the last thing was you spoke about Shazam, so we won't go into that, but just last DC thing, Grant Gustin, who plays Flash in the TV show, says goodbye in an emotional tweet. I guess the show's done. You know, he done a great job. No, I did stop watching after season 3, to be honest, but I'm sure he done a great job. From season 1 and 2, I loved him as the Flash, and I was like, this is my Flash. Season 3 onwards, they went in a funny direction, which wasn't to my liking, so I stopped watching it, but it doesn't mean that he still didn't do a great job.
No, exactly, bro.
As a Flash. So
they played the character for a long time, bro. You know, good on them to start the Arrowverse, you know, comic book TV shows, which worked really well, and some of them were great. But then after that, everybody became a superhero, and it was like, I don't know where they were heading with that, because you've got a title that says The Flash. So I want to see stories about The Flash. I did not want to see everybody in his whole family become superheroes.
That's just like, wait, I mean, that was one of my comments about Ant-Man. I was like, oh, how come his daughter became so quantum smart? Like, you know, anyway, I'm not taking it back there, but yeah.
Yeah,
look, I mean,
that's fine. That's
I loved Flash season 1 and 2. Freaking emotional.
They're wicked. Absolutely loved them.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, good on him, man.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I hope, you know, you never know. He could make a freaking appearance in the new Flash movie, because Ezra Miller came in the show, so there's no reason why he might not make an appearance in this movie. You never know. He could be the new Flash. Like, they might just bring him in as being the DC Flash, because I know they're trying to work with Ezra Miller. But anyway, good for him, and he played it well. And yeah, that's all the news I had for this week, man. That was a lot of news.
Nice, cool. So I think there's one more thing to add on there as well, just to let you know, with DC news as well. And I don't know if this is official or not, and somebody said it. I think it was Tom King Taylor, who's a writer for DC Comics, saying that, you know, James Gunn is going to be directing Superman. So that'd be interesting to see, bro. Definitely be interesting to see. But it's not yet confirmed. He hasn't said anything. The footage has gone around. They deleted it. It went up. He's writing it. They didn't say he was directing it.
Okay. Good point.
So that's happening. So yeah, man. Listen, guys, Shazam comes out March 17th, guys. Go check it out. Massive shout outs again to Warner Brothers UK for hooking the brother up. It was absolutely amazing experience. Guys, make sure you follow us on all our social media channels, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. I mean, we've got so much going on at the moment. Check it out. But subscribe to the channel, guys. There's I just realized there's 70% of you that watch this channel that are not subscribed now. If you want to be notified on when we put a video up, click on that notification button. But, you know, thanks for everybody joining in. You know, I think how much subscribers do we start on? December?
What do you mean start?
Was it December or January?
300. We reached 300 last year. We are already on 364. Like I said, we're on track to doubling our subscribers for this year. And that's been like a goal that we kind of set. But the fact that, you know, we've been pushing the content, which obviously has been working, and you know, the users and the viewers are coming in, and subscribers is just amazing. That's on YouTube. I don't know about all the other platforms, but I'm sure they're growing as well as YouTube is. So it's just an amazing growth.
Yeah, no, TikTok we hit 4,000. We got some new ones on the Instagram page. I think we're at 530. We were just under 500. Twitter was a weird one. We went up to almost close to 900 and then pow, back to 640 or something like that. But it is what it is. Anyway, here's me talking about numbers at the end. Huh? That's the bots, isn't
That's
it?
the bots. Yeah, I mean, that's what Elon Musk
We
was
had
saying
bare
when you
Budus bots following us, bro. And I was like,
Yeah,
why
man,
is all these Budus bots following us, man?
That's what Elon Musk was saying when he bought it. Like, he didn't
Yeah.
believe that it was all legit. That's why he's doing this whole verification thing or whatever you call it. But if that's the case, that means we had a whole bunch of fake followers. So I'm glad he's done what he's done to get rid of that.
Yeah.
So
That's right. That's right. So we're there, but we've got more giveaways coming up soon. But as always, guys, massive thank you. And we'll catch you guys up on the following week's episode. And make sure you check out Fight Talk, guys, and our playlist. Oh my God, I've got more. I've got Troy Booth, who's on episode of Geek Out Sessions, which is in the Geek Out Sessions playlist. So make sure you check that. That comes out on Thursday. And then yeah, all right, bro. We're gonna we'll do that, man. We'll catch you up soon, bro.
Cool. All right, people. Stripes. Look out for Fight Talk. UFC event came out. Bellator. We're gonna be talking about that. And yeah, cool. Awesome, bro. It's good to catch up. Until next week.
Peace.
Peace.